Hello, Americans. Another friend and subscribers around the world. Hey, man. There's rain on the camera. We're at get in here. We're not getting rained on. I just went in to get this camera because it had stopped raining for a minute. And then in the time of getting the camera, it started raining again, man. This is day 3. I'm getting kind of tired of it. I have things I want to do. So, hopefully, lets up. It's supposed to still rain again tomorrow, too. It's supposed to do this all night. I guess off and on. Or more on than off, I reckon. So, we'll see what today brings. Look at that. Look at there. There's Miss Kitty out in the rain.
On a beautiful boardwalk.
Aw, yeah, it's beautiful, and it washes all the chicken crap off.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, we'll see, kind of see what the day brings. Hopefully, and I want to be working out in the garden area, getting stuff going and everything. Temps ain't bad. I think it's about 40 degrees. It was about that when I got up. It's pretty much stayed right around 40 degrees for the last 3 days. So, oh, and then something, I just done those, ended up being 2 videos because I started reminiscing. If you watch the last couple day videos, and man, after I done the videos, I was like, well, I forgot this and I forgot that, and and one of the things, something, that was big that I did for years was redoing camp trailers, man. I didn't mention that. I redid camp trailers for, well, I was even doing them, on the side when I had jobs. I don't know, the rain's even picking up more. But, for a good, I don't know what it was, 7 years, 8 years, up till we moved up here, and I still have the last trailer that I was planning on redoing. Still may do it, who knows. But anyway, man, and those, the majority of them, not all of them, man, I sold a lot of them, especially the older ones that I redid. I sold them, locally or whatever. Sold some off Craigslist, and then I sold at least a dozen I sold on eBay. And then we would ship them to them, man. I've got them, man. Trailers I redone, in Rhode Island and, over in the east, down in Miami or down in Florida, just all over. So that was pretty cool. And that was a pretty good money maker too. I just had to throw that in there. Oh, and the other one was twig furniture, man. I made twig furniture. Still do. Once in a while, I'd like to be getting back into doing that. And I did that for years and made and sold hundreds of pieces. So just a few other things that you can do to make a buck. Chickens ain't no dummies. That one's over there kind of looking chair. Keep getting these bursts, man. I mean, it just starts dumping, kind of like I tried to film through the door earlier. I mean, insane. Just a minute ago, the UPS guy showed up, and we've got our trees. Got 30 poplar trees. So I'll be planting those. Guess I'll be planting them, as soon as this rain stops. Probably this weekend. Those are going to be along the perimeter and stuff, man. Kind of help with, on the edge and stuff, where my creek bottom. Kind of block what you can see. Those ones there. Those there, all of them. Hey, let's hang out in the woodshed. We'll be alright in here. The poplars, man, for breaking the wind and just hiding ourselves, I guess, is kind of what they're for. And then I'm going to plant, so I'm going to do poplars, and then I'm going to do fruit trees and stuff in front of them or between them. That's the plan. So now it's about 7:30. That one heck, it's been raining off and on all day. It was just raining on me a minute ago. And now we're getting some pretty dang big winds going on right now. It's been crazy couple days. Today's the third day of this storm. We weren't getting the winds before, but we sure are now. Dang it, man. Where'd he go? Dang it, by the time I got the camera, the blue sky was gone. There was a patch. A little bit breezy now. Not sure what it's supposed to do. This is, what is this? Day 4. Not pouring down rain, man, but that storm last night. You know, I filmed that. I've been doing this, trying to do this video for 2 days or something. Holy crap, there's a lot of snow up on the mountain. And down here in the creek bottom, it's hard to see because of my tree line. So it's hard to see the mountain. It's back there. So then if you get up, now once these trees get leaves, you really don't see it, but you can see the mountain's got quite a bit of snow. Quite a bit up there. It looks pretty dang cloudy, like it's snowing today, and it's definitely chilly enough. There is some. Oh, look over there, man! I see some blue trying to poke out, and then way over there. Let's see, look at that, man. Maybe I gotta feed my rabbits and all that jazz. And then tomorrow, which I always take the camera with me, but I'm really curious to see, we haven't actually went down and got, supplies or been to any stores, grocery store or whatever. Haven't been down in, I think, 2 weeks. So I'll really be curious, man. If you listen to the, look at that, all that dirt. Man, that's some good gardening dirt. Some fertilizer. And then, last night, I watched, part of it, half of it. The president came on and, was talking about the war and all this stuff. And, man, from things that I've been watching, hearing, reading, and all that, it was a lot different than what he was saying. So, dude, who knows? Going in and stoke the fire a little bit, man. Look at that. That, right there. I got some wood on the outside and some over it needs to be split and stuff like that. But went through, dang near, what was it? 13 or 14 cords of wood that we went through. About time to start stockpiling it back up, man. Before too long. And then just went out, feeding the chickens and letting the chickens out and everything. And we've been this week, the eggs have picked up, and I got 13 eggs yesterday. And so we've been averaging for the last week, about a dozen a day. And that's, what do I have? I have 19 chickens, and right now, because until the roosters start fighting, then I'll have to, do the duty and get rid of it. Right now I have 4 roosters, maybe 5. But, So that leaves, that's 15 chickens, man. A dozen eggs a day with 15 chickens, man, that's pretty good. Like I said, I've been going, I think, yesterday and today, so 2 days trying to film this, get this video done. You know, and I got one ahead or whatever, so you can kind of relax, man. Sometimes doing videos is a lot of dang work, but, you know, I was going to talk about, you know, we had all kinds of, somebody's asking me, what was this? Oh, no camping here. Somebody asked me, what does that sign say? That's actually a repop sign. I sold them. I used to have a couple of, or I've had them, I don't know how many times, a lot, but embossed, you know, where it's embossed, and I've had the original sometimes, but that one is actually a repop. You know, I just picked it up more because it looks cool, man. But anyway, I was going to talk about plans. Making plans in these crazy times. Good luck to you. That, you know, I'm not one, you know, other than like, you know, if we're planning like a big road trip over to Salmon or, you know, something, you know, where we're planning on taking off for, you know, a week, then, you know, I'll kind of plan it, but usually not much more than a week or two ahead, man. I'm not one, you know, I just wake up, man, and see what the day is going to bring. And in these crazy times, with everything going on and gas prices and all that, man, making plans, it's just, you know, you're just setting yourself up for failure, disappointment, I think. So, you know, like tomorrow, you know, Miss Kitty's got a dentist appointment today, or we would have went down and got supplies today, and tomorrow's supposed to be nicer, so, man, I would have, you know, rather stayed and worked, man. And with the last 3 days the way they've been, we really should have went down and did our shopping and everything. Wow, this weather, you know, the rain. Now, it's kind of breaking up. It's looking pretty dang gnarly out there right now. But, you know, then tomorrow, supposedly, you know, the predictions, you know how I feel about that. But they're supposed to be pretty nice. I got to fix this fire. But anyway, we wanted to, you know, take a couple of, man, I wanted to go down to Wyoming, man, and go down to the big rendezvous down in Wyoming, down Fort Bridger, and over the Mountainman Museum. These are some of the trips that we were talking about over the winter of doing. And then going and seeing Muskrat and Cindy. You know, I want to go spend a week in Salmon. And what was some of the other? Miss Kitty would really like to go down to the Petrified Forest down in southern Arizona, man. That's definitely not a trip that I would be, you know, to leave and, you know, be, I don't know how many miles that is, man. 1,000, 1,200 miles away or something. Maybe. Probably. I don't know how far it is, but man, we were looking at it. It was a long dang ways, man. It's almost the Mexican border. But in these, yeah, with everything, the way it is, man, I don't want it to get too dang far away from home. I mean, if we were over in Salmon, you know, with Muskrat, and, you know, something happened, man, whether it be fuel or who knows, man. EMP in the days, there's nuclear bomb on us, whatever. You know, at least me, Muskrat, Cindy, and Kitty would all be together. The only thing that'd be really concerning would be my kids are over here. You know. So, I ain't saying we ain't coming. Muskrat's over there going, you better be coming. I ain't saying we ain't gonna end up going to Salmon, but if we do, man, it'll be like, you know, I'll give them a call and say, we're on our way to Salmon today, you know. But fuel prices and all that, holy smokes. And then talking about fuel, man, you can get on there and check it, man. I was reading about it yesterday, me and Kitty. As of May 1st, They are raising the ethanol in your fuel from 10% to 15%. That's not good. And supposedly, man, I was reading on the CRV, supposedly 15% ethanol in Kitty's car. And actually, they said anything after 2,000 is what they're saying. You know, that they'll get less gas, or the gas mileage will go down, and, you know, maybe a little rough running. Yeah, that's because it's going to clog everything up, man. And the older vehicles, man, like the Green Bean, my Power Wagon, my Dodge van, my Dodge motorhome, my old Ford truck out here, all that, man, I wouldn't run that crap in it for nothing, which I don't anyway, man. The Green Bean won't even run on ethanol. You run ethanol fuel and it's... So I run ethanol free only. You know, which we can buy that. You know, you have to track down your places that sell that. You know, Cinex. You know, I don't know if you have a Cinex around you, but Cinex in our area sells ethanol-free fuel, and it's about $1 and something more a gallon. But at these prices, man, what's another $1? But I will. Even in Kitty's car, I told her, I said, come May 1st. You know, they up that stuff from 10% to 15%, man. We're running nothing all free. You know, which gas prices, and I guarantee they're gonna make additives, you know, which is gonna stretch out the gas. I guarantee the prices ain't gonna come down. You know, I don't care what Trump says. They're so full of it. Oh, they're doing all kinds of crap. You know, and they just want, man, that they're trying to get all these older vehicles off the road, for one thing. That's one way to do it. It's just it's too much stuff going on. So back to the trips, man. So we were planning all these road trips, you know, and I took you on some last year. And I definitely want to get over to, you know, where we seen the UFO that time over there. I've talked about it. And I ain't going in there at night. I do want to go up there. I have not been back there since all that, you know, since those 4 days of dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Man, it was weird. You can look back on my videos when I talk about it. It's not something, it starts giving me goosebumps to just think about it. Miss Kitty wants to go back there, probably more than I do. But, yeah. But I'm not camping out there. We did that time. But that's one place, and that's, you know, that's just over in Oregon. It's probably under 200 miles one way. And then Salmon was one that we definitely wanted to do. Salmon's a pretty good distance just because I have to go all the way around. And, you know, short trips, man, going over fishing, you know, and stuff like that. But I'll be planning my trips accordingly, and you should too, man. That would be fuel prices, and, you know, you still gotta have fun, man. You gotta still enjoy yourself. Life is short, you know, so it's easy to get caught up in all this crap, you know, and be stressing out and prepping and doing whatever. Well, man, make sure that you got, you know, some water and food stocked up, and, you know, you're getting your generators or, you know, whatever, getting stuff prepared. But then, you know, so you do that. Well, make sure you take a day and you go fishing, or, you know, if you golf. I'm not much into golfing, but if that's your thing, man, go have fun. Go fishing, go camping, go, you know, something. But you got to still remember to have fun, because life is too dang short. And it may be getting shorter. That's all I got. So I'm going to work on the computer here for a little bit, get this fire going. It's pretty dang chilly. And hopefully I'll be out. Next we'll be out in the garden and start. I got to get the rest of those fences up and get some more boxes built, and then start planting. Oh, and then those trees. Hopefully this weekend we'll be planting them poplars. So, good Lord willing, them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.